Very informative and helpful. Um, but I'm trying to identify the right stop arm for what I need, and um, I'm looking for a hold open function that I've been told hold open cushion stop arm is what I'm looking for, extra heavy duty. But I don't know if I don't know what the cushion actually means, and every time it's difficult to identify what I'm looking for by just kind of googling around. I need to talk to an expert. But the hold open stop arms I've seen have like the knob on the arm that you turn and it locks in place. I'm looking for one where it doesn't require a deliberate action to reach up and turn a knob or insert a stopper. I'm looking for one that you just push a little extra. You know, the door's open all the way and you just kind of push it a little extra, and then there's like a metal, like a ball bearing or something that kind of locks it in place with a holder, and then you can just pull it away by pulling the door to get it to close.
Sure. Are you just looking to specify a door closer?
Well, I'm looking to specify, but and purchase. I've got construction projects all over the state of Florida that I need to outfit with the correct and retrofit some with the correct closers. My contractors have not been able to identify them or find what I'm looking for. So I need to identify and find the correct product for what my architect can't figure it out.
Huh. So the T-handle is not used to engage the hold open. It's only used to disengage. So you can push the door open and keep it held open in a hold open position without doing any extra work.
And then to release it, I have to reach up and turn
that's where the T-handle comes in. Yeah.
Oh, so I thought I've seen them in other applications and where there is no T-handle, where it works simply by applying pressure to both engage and disengage.
Yeah, you used an LCN piece of terminology. Do you need it to be LCN?
No, I don't need it to be LCN. Honestly, I am indifferent on who the manufacturer is. I use Hager products in my other hardware, but you know, I just want the right product, and irrespective of who makes it.
But what is the right product? The requirement is hold open function where you can push it and it stays open, and then just pull it so that it releases. Is that all of the requirements?
That's right. That's really heavy duty, extra heavy duty, just for
so a grade 1 closer, sure.
Is LCN the only one that makes it without the extra deliberate action to release it? If my question makes sense, sorry, I may be confused.
Yeah, no, I think you meant to say it in the opposite. You know, you're asking who makes one that doesn't require me to reach up to disengage it, right?
Yeah, right. Is it?
Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be a pretty typical function with lots of manufacturers. And so are any of these doors fire rated?
Yes, many of them.
Okay,
are.
So these arms cannot be used on all fire rated doors. So you won't use this on a fire door.
Okay.
So having said that, you know, I like Yale a lot. Yale closers are certainly going to have this sort of functionality. You know, where it's just a hold open. But what will you do on your fire doors for a hold open function?
Well, I don't know. What could I do? I don't. Some of them, they're not all fire doors. Some of them are just interior, not fire rated at all. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, the only fire doors Well, it's probably half and half. Some are fire doors, some are not. I'd have to look at my plans to see if I really need this functionality on my fire doors, and if so, what options are there for fire doors for the hold open?
Well, you can have a closer that's going to hold the door open until it has the circuit opened from the fire alarm panel, or you can have a local. It depends on what code's going to permit, obviously, but you could have an electromagnetic door holder attached, and when the circuit is opened, obviously the door will close. So that's really an architect question in terms of which way to deploy it, but it's going to involve low voltage.
I can investigate the fire doors further, but for the non-fire rated doors, you mentioned Yale and LCN. What's the right, I guess, coding for the function I'm looking for?
Yeah, it's just like a 4410 from Yale, a typical hold open arm, friction style, technology that's decades old, simple, straightforward, absolutely not permissible for use on fire doors. I'm not the code police, but I would say that you're better off if I'm giving it to you the proper way, which is why I'm saying that. You don't put those on. Don't spec them for fire doors. That'll
right.
That'll cause someone to question it.
Pass permit.
Yeah, so like depending on how heavy duty of an application, I'd probably go with a Uni 4410. So the Uni 4410 is going to give you the ability to. You had said earlier CNS, I think, or you may have said CUSH. So what that means is in the arm assembly, when the forearm of the closer comes in contact with the arm shoe assembly, there's literally a really giant spring there, so that if you push the door, if it's templated to say like 95 degree or 100 degree, you can get the door there and it'll make contact. You could push it a little bit further, and when you let it go, you can tell there's a spring pushing back. So in school applications, it's a little more abuse resistant. So a Uni stop or a uni sort of arm by your Yales, or the cushion stop from LCN, the CUSH is that internal spring mechanism that helps take the edge off of that dead stop. Because a dead stop's trouble, right? Torque everything, break screws, rip closers out of doors. The answer to the question is a Uni 4410 is what I would look at for hold open abusive applications. Okay,
the Uni 4410. All right, based on what you're describing, that seems to make sense. I'll Google it and check it out, and then I'll.
No, don't Google it. Give me your email. I'll send you a cut sheet.
I'm looking at. I pulled up the cut sheet. I just kind of want to see a video or something to make sure that it's right. I see the cut sheet. I just need to spend some time going through it, because this is the cut sheet for everything. Unless you have one that's specific to the Uni arm.
If you want me to send you a cut sheet, I'll send you a cut sheet. I just need your email.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. It's D Krentzman, KRENTZMAN at sanctuarymedicinals.com.
.com. Okay, I'll get something sent over to you today.
Appreciate the time, Richard. Thanks a lot.
Yep, bye.
Thanks.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.